and that therefore the post-independence African country or countries are bedeviled by many things. That could be a reason. It has also been said that part of the reason why we have not realized our potential is because we make the wrong choices. And that could very well be true. And my brother who spoke about choices so very well told us that it all rests on the choices that you make. So there is a sense in which all and many things have been talked about. But Africa sometimes judges ourselves very harshly, because whenever we in the African countries think that we have identified the problem and that we have identified the antidote, when we apply the antidote, new wounds appear. That has been the state of Africa, and that continues to be our state. And therefore, when we judge Africa, we must ask ourselves, from whose lens are we judging Africa? When in 1965, the Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah wrote the book Neo-Colonialism, the Last Stage of Imperialism, and the Most Dangerous, he was right, and he was overthrown for it, because the colonizer left but never left. And if you have any doubt, see what is happening in Niger, in Guinea, in Burkina Faso, in Mali. They are alive and well. And Africa remains the only continent in the world that is still referred to as Francophone, Anglophone, Lusophone, and now we are beginning to even call it Russophone and Sinophone and Indophone. There is a sense in which we must never forget this, so that when we are judging Africa, we ought to judge her on the basis and upon the realization that the headwinds that stand on our path are numerous, and that there is no shortage of fifth columnists within our ranks. The SMO spoke, and if the SMO were to speak a little longer, he would have reminded you of what Chinua Achebe said in Things Fall Apart, that they came and put the things that held us together, and we can no longer reason as one. And he said, we may have sent the white man away, but what about our brothers?
Africa suffering because we elect the host to lead us. This word from Professor PLO Lumumba. Welcome all, welcome back. This is Facts About Africa, the African channel where share thought and changing the narrative of Mother Africa. This word said by Professor PLO Lumumba. He said the Africans will only realize its potential in all areas when they began to elect its best men and women to serve in leadership position. Kenyan lawyer and activist Professor PLO Lumumba says most African countries continue to suffer because they keep electing the host among them to lead their respective countries. Lumumba, who was a guest speaker at the Covenant National Platform, said Africa will only realize its potential in all areas when it began to elect its best to serve. Most of Africa is suffering because we do not have democracy. We have kakitocracies, and kakitocracy is government by our very worst. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? As I have said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of the goats, why should you be surprised when goats are eaten? This is the same, and Africa is only going to realize its potential when all areas, by dint of choice, we enable our best men and women to serve its different areas. He said Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, and other countries were able to get it rid because of the conscious decision on the party of the leaders and their followers, adding that the followers of African leaders must also step up their decision making. Africans, for some reason, are attracted to this. Africa, for some reason, is attracted to men and women who can serve, and when they are not saved, they complain. When Africans are told, choose, you know whom we shall realize, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say, release Barabbas when he behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? He said. He, however, acknowledged that some African nations doing well, and there is no country without trial and tribulation. So this is a word from the Pan-Africanist from Kenya, Professor PLO Lumumba. What's your thought on this speech? Let us know on the comment section. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share our videos. Welcome back. See you later.